Previously on Lost in La La Land.
I have a shoot coming up in Houston with my colleague Mark. I am really looking forward to it because I gotta get out of here for a while. I just pray things are back to normal by the time I get home.
Hello. What's the country station here? All right, when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Thank you.
I wonder if this fall would kill me. I bet if it didn't, I just landed my own country music vomit. That's no good. The first day of the shoot was, how shall I say, exhausting. But I got to sleep in a real bed at night, a real bed at the Hyatt. I admit I was a little spoiled by that. Back home I'm still working with just a mattress. Houston seemed like a nice place though. It was 108 degrees while we were there, but whatever. So freaking hot in this city.
Drew and I will figure it out in post. Right, Drew?
That's right.
Yeah, either way.
Man. Back home in LA, I could walk 2 blocks in any direction and find a Starbucks. But here in Houston, Texas, where everything's bigger, I might add, I have to walk a whole 1.5 miles. Who am I kidding? I'm not tired in the least. But just as our week was winding down, a storm blew in and cooled everything down to a cozy 93. It's a big deal. It's been a couple of years since I experienced a thunderstorm like this.
No, that's not.
Oh, it's the best weather right here, right now. You're gonna make her cry?
Yeah, I am.
All right.
Thing to say.
Well,
Just staring at the road. I'm gonna make her cry.
no, because
I think she's got it coming.
She had said this thing. I think you guys brought me there, and she said, you know, she feels like Cinderella. It makes her very emotional because, like, I guess she just feels like she works so hard, but she's not really considered as part of the family. I'm ready to go home, though. I think I've hit my limit.
God is great, beer is good, and people are crazy.
It's always nice to get away. Even for work. Always good to come home. To find that your roommate is now the proud owner of 4 firearms. To explain. The 6 Hour he's had for a while. I even accompanied him to the range once to fire up myself.
I don't like this.
Nice. There you go. This is on shoulder.
He's going for all kinds of crazy shit.
He recently bought a Ruger 1022.
And actually, since I have it out, I'll take the scope off of it because it's not. So yeah, it's just a little 22. This is a 10-round magazine. I can hide it in my hand. But I'll probably change the stock out sooner rather than later because you can hear it's kind of dinky.
Even Apple got to hold it.
Jeff's dad had one similar to this.
Yeah. Just a little 22. The stock's a little short, so when I put the rail on there and put the scope on it, I was looking into the back of the rail.
Soon after, he was given 2 family heirlooms, a Smith & Wesson Model 10.
So this was my grandpa's, and my dad has it, and so now I'm taking it.
Family heirloom.
Yes.
And a Colt Cobra.
This is a classic. Colt doesn't make revolvers like this anymore. Colt makes 2 revolvers, and they're both single action army replicas.
Mm.
So they don't make this gun anymore.
So now that our apartment is incredibly secure, I figured it was safe to finally buy myself a new futon frame. Take it from me, a year and a half is long enough to be sleeping on the floor. Now maybe my room will feel a little bit more like the Hyatt.
What's that?
Where's the camera?
Behind you. There's actually been a lot of building happening lately. Recently, Ben helped his dad put together some cabinets for his new house in Toluca Lake. As you can see, they're taking extra care to build them earthquake-proof, which is really a good idea, especially since there have been 3 earthquakes in the LA area in the last week. This is what I've come home to. I also helped the kids at play put together an equally earthquake-proof swimming pool. Coincidentally, it was also waterproof. Not quite sure why that was necessary. LA's not exactly prone to flooding.
So in 9 days, the bowl will be full up.
9 days. Is that the maximum stream? That's
Yep.
Got it. Oh my God.
Also, none of the clips you just saw were sped up in the least. We're just really fast builders out here in California. Actually, the playground itself has undergone some improvements lately. We recently installed a green screen.
It's a very exciting day here.
I'll say.
You're the DP, right?
I am.
Okay, I have a question.
Sure.
That beam over there is positioned out higher, and that beam is lower.
Uh-huh.
So, do you think that's going to be an issue for you? Do you want me to move it back?
Maybe a little. Just because we don't have a lot of space this way for lights and everything, this is sort of maximize for space.
Also, what's she doing here?
At Joshua Tree a couple months ago, Monet mentioned to me an interest in finding some video editing work. So I passed her reel along to Jason at the studio, and now Monet is our new assistant editor.
So
It's me, my C. Geroncer, aka Albie C. Early.
that's me.
Yeah.
We gotta call her something.
I need to work on it. It just doesn't appear.
Right.
It just kind of text
These things take time.
And she has really been doing a great job and bailing me out of a ton of stress, allowing me to focus on the quality of the work and less on the tight deadlines, so many thanks to Monet. So now then. We all remember our friend last week who tried unsuccessfully to get her friends that didn't exist to let her into the car that may or may not be hers, resulting in a night in the slammer.
Do this, dude!
Well, the following morning the car was still sitting there, so I cautiously walked by and peeked inside. Not only was there no one in the car, there was no pile of clothes or a few big boxes in the car or anything that could have ever been mistaken for a person in the first place. The car was empty, okay? So, that's one mystery we may never solve. The other would be the lights. The official explanation for the strange light formation was an elaborate helicopter stunt for an upcoming film. But I don't know about that. I mean, it's a reasonable explanation, especially in this city. But I don't know. And before I let myself get carried away talking about aliens and government conspiracies, I should keep in mind that there's a rational explanation for everything. And no solar eclipse or planetary alignment is going to cause planes to stall out or earthquakes to increase. One thing is certain, however. I'll be watching the skies as I continue to watch this beautifully broken city. And if there is more going on here than what can be seen, well, we will know it.